So I've been drinking bourbon with Coke for a long time. I've been drinking bourbon like a man for about 6 months.
I mean, this is Garrison Brother After Swarm all day long.
No way.
It smells like it's 100 proof. It is, you got that right.
You know what the problem is we've had no bourbon tonight. I've had a lot of wine.
I own a mortgage company and I flip properties. Again, I've been drinking bourbon for a little over a year.
Maybe a little touch of rye and a little citrus on this.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Neese Media Studio, and tonight we are here with the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Larry Neese here in the Neese Media Studio, and I'm with the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club. And tonight we're doing our first ever blinds.
Pulled up late to your daddy's dock, cooler in the back, flip-flop, sunblock. You laugh, boy, you're gonna burn out here. I said, girl, that's fine, long as you stay near. I'm getting sunburned on you. Red hot roof of that Malibu, bare feet up on my dash, kissing in my rear view. Every little thing that you do.
Now, obviously, here at the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club, we're a very responsible group, and I will tell you this, Mr. Larry Neese and all of his friends have a lot of bourbon over there, but the game is we're going to have two different bourbons. Each contestant will come onto the stage. They're going to taste and try each one to see if they can figure out what brand of bourbon it is and which one is the most expensive and least expensive. We have a lot of very expensive bourbons up here, maybe little cheap bourbons. Let's see what we got going on. Treasure Coast Bourbon Club.
Water, just rusty water.
Don't tell him what I'm doing
But I mean,
in this one.
hang on, that is applicable because you know how Bottle and Bond Act came in. Yep. I can't see what he's doing though.
See why his arms are moving?
So anyway.
Michael Ferraro, okay. I've been drinking bourbon for about 3 years now. If I had to drink one for the rest of my life, it would probably be Stag because it varies by different barrels. But I love the Buffalo Trace, cherry forward aspects, high proof of Stag.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to try these two. I need you to tell me the price point. Which one's the most expensive?
Okay.
And if you can guess it, tell me what it is. I want to hear flavor notes. Give me your flavor tones. Give us as much date as you can on each one.
And this is my...
You know, you're not allowed to look at this. You're focused right there.
10-4. Okay. Okay.
This is where the rubber meets the road right here.
It is, yeah. Woo! All right. Way more ethanol, way more hard on the nose. So on the nose, this is much sweeter. It has a little maple attribute to it. This smells much younger. It smells much hotter. All right. Sweet. This has to be a honey finish. I'm going to go Garrison's After Swarm. Right from the get-go. Okay? I got to go in for a second sip on this one. I don't know what this one is. That's Garrison's After Swarm all day long. Okay? What? This is young. Like I said, it's a little ethanol-y on the nose, a little hot on the nose.
Remember, they're all bottled in bonds.
Yeah, they're all 100 proof.
100 proof.
So it's just a matter of
bonds.
being immature. Okay.
Then I'm going to want a price of each one. You're going to have to tell me where the price point is on the, or what you would pay for each one.
What I would pay. Okay.
That's what I want to know. What would you pay for each one?
I don't know. I don't know the distillery on this one. I'm going maybe Old Forester, maybe. Okay. I mean, this is Garrison Brother After Swarm all day long. I would pay MSRP $69.99 for this one. Okay. This one I'm not digging, quite frankly. $39.99. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're pretty close on the Old Fitz too.
Yeah, 69 bucks.
Yeah, 69.
I thought that was After Swarm.
Yep.
I swear.
But yep.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that great?
All right. Good to know.
My name is Chris Flaherty. I own a mortgage company and I flip properties. Again, I've been drinking bourbon for a little over a year.
Let's go for it.
I know this one. Oh, I think I own this. That's not saying a lot because I have 150 bottles. So, okay, so this is a good. It's got a nice smell. Okay, this one's got a little bit more rye in it. Yeah, this one's smooth. It's got a really smooth, easy smell. God, it almost smells like this is in some kind of barrel, like some kind of a flavored barrel. This one's smooth. A little hot at the beginning, so I'm going to say it's definitely a higher proof one. I'm going to say I like this one more. I like this one more. I'm going to say I would pick this one.
What would you pay for that?
I'm thinking this is probably, I'm going to say this one's probably more like an $80 bottle. I'm going to say this one's probably more like a $60 bottle or less. I don't know which one they are, but I like this one more for me. Not as much of a fan of this one. This one's a little bit more hot on the end.
All right, so price one more time. $80.
$80. And this one, probably more like $60.
All right. Just pick it up, take a look.
No way. That's funny. This Dickel was pretty smooth. The Garrison Brothers,
Spicy.
it's hot.
All right, we are back with Sean Quinn, the president and CEO of the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club.
So I've been drinking bourbon with Coke for a long time. I've been drinking bourbon like a man for about 6 months. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
You're going to need to tell me what you would pay for each one. I'd like you to try to guess the brand.
Damn it.
And I want you to tell me what you're tasting, what you're smelling, hot, temperature. I want to know it all.
Damn it. I smell sweet, but I'm not getting anything else. Let me go to this one real quick. Oh, hello. A little different. This one smells like candy. That smells like Jack. I have no idea. I feel like watching so many of these videos on TV, you watch them and you're like, you guys are idiots, and then you're sitting here, and then you're the idiot. Yep. Holy cow, humbling. I think that's Jack Bonded.
Price point. What would you pay?
$49.30.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Oh! You got the Jack.
Man. I got Jack, man.
But you got the price point on both of them, so you're
Come
right
on!
Yeah! Price point?
That felt good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nailed it.
Still live at the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club, and we have a couple of the ladies that joined us tonight. They are going to taste test and see if they can guess the difference between Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
All right, we ready? Who wants to taste first?
That's not Coke.
She says she's an expert. She knows the difference.
That's Coke.
That's Coke. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think I've ever really drank these. If I remember correctly, Pepsi's much more syrupy. Per my husband.
I don't drink soda, but if I'm going to drink it, it's Coke.
What are our final answers?
Coke.
Coke and Pepsi.
One more time.
Coke,
Coke and Pepsi.
All right.
We're wrong, aren't we?
100% wrong.
We still love you.
You know what the problem is we've had no bourbon tonight.
I've had a lot of wine.
On three. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, Pepsi.
Pepsi. Yep.
That was perfect.
That was awesome.
My name's Al Evans, president of Downtown Photo. I'm a photographer in South Florida. I've been drinking bourbon professionally, semi-professionally, for about 15 years. All-time favorite bourbon, daily drinker would be Knob Creek 12, 21 if I could afford it, but 12.
Al, since you're the godfather of this group, we're going to go ahead and give you the hardest blind of the night. Are you ready?
Ready?
I need you to explain to me what you would pay, what you're tasting, what the heat level is. I want to know about the finish. Tell me everything you can tell me about them. Like I said, I made this. This is going to be extremely difficult.
These are both bourbons?
They're both bottled in bond.
So, A, if this is A.
We'll let that be A.
Definitely smells like a bourbon. Definitely Kentucky distillate, I believe. Smells like it's 100 proof.
It is. You got that right.
A little sweet on the nose. This one's got a very, very.
It's out there. I put it out there for you, buddy.
This one's got a very odd nose to it. I would say this is not Kentucky distillate. Smoky to it. Tastes smoky. Almost malty. That one. Definitely does not taste like nose. Nose was sweet. Does not taste like the nose. It's a great finish. Very viscous. It's good mouthfeel. Smoky, a little bit of wood. I would say this bottle is
I want to know what you'd pay for it.
$250.
Okay.
This one,
$250. $250 for the bottle A.
this one,
Don't give it away.
I'd say that's probably like $100.
Okay.
I got something to sell you.
It's on the water.
It's also like my 15th pour tonight.
Pick it up.
Tickle.
I told you I wouldn't give you no slack.
Are you sure you got the right bottles
I'm
on the right
positive.
side? Because the right one tasted like Dickel. It had that minerality to it.
That Dickel is a mind blower, isn't it?
That's weird.
I had to pick the favorites of the other guys. I'm not looking.
Oh, hey.
All right, my name's Larry Neese, and I'm a roofing contractor and media mogul wannabe.
An all-around great guy.
Sometimes. So officially, probably about a year, maybe 2 years, don't you think? Where I've been enjoying the art of bourbon, and this will be my first blind ever. I've watched a lot of them on podcasts and TV shows and all kind of stuff. So my favorite bourbon has got to be probably Clyde May's 110.
Oh, nice. I have
I
not
like
had
it.
that.
It's the one that's here.
Oh, nice. So we've got two for you here. Take a sip. Give us the tasting notes. Which one do you think is the best, and what would you pay for them?
Let's call this one A. This is going to be B.
Perfect.
All right. So we'll start with A.
It's like now you're on the island.
So I'm going to tell you, this has got a nice sweet nose. The mash bill is probably heavier on the corn.
He's getting technical right away, isn't he?
I'm getting a little banana on this one.
Interesting.
Maybe a touch of vanilla.
I gotta put my poker
And
face on over here.
maybe a little touch of rye and a little citrus on this.
Stand near him on the right and the whole time. That's kind of where I want.
Okay.
All right, so this one's going to be a little more spicy. This has a nice viscosity. It's very oily. But this is going to have a lower corn in the mash bill, probably a little higher rye. That's my guess. And in my guess, this has got a much more mature smell. This has got a much more premature nose. Definitely a little bit strange here, kind of the way you were describing the Jack bonded earlier.
He's going in.
All right, so I've tried this, and I'm going to change up mine a little bit. This has got a little spice in it. It's not really as noticeable in the nose, but it's very spicy in the actual taste. So my guess is this is probably a sub $30 bottle. And I'm going to go with this one with as early times as my guess. And I'm going to go, this is a $100 bottle. And I want to say it's Garrison Brothers. If it's not, I think it's Fit 7. That's my guesses.
Okay.
Turn around.
Garrison or first, Fit second.
Just gonna turn him around for you. Ta-da!
Oh, I got this one. But I can definitely tell this one is definitely the lower corn bill. Yeah, this is
Solid though.
the holidays
You nailed this one. You nailed this one.
This is
One note
fantastic.
after the next.
but this almost has a Texas feel to it. Just so you know.
It's Indiana, right?
Is it Indiana? It's definitely got a Texas flavor to it. Pricing, was I right? I said $100. This is 65, 55.
You were right on this one. Said $30 bottle.
30. I said $100.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, 45, 50 bucks. Yeah, I have some of this house.
These days, if you're batting 500, you're a winner.
All right, so thanks guys for tuning in to our first episode of the Treasure Coast Bourbon Club.
Bourbon Club.
If you're lucky enough, maybe one night you'll get an invite.
Maybe. If you're cool enough.
If you're cool enough.
Thank you, Larry, for hosting.
It's an expensive habit, so don't let Sean sell you.
I'm getting sunburned on you. I'm getting sunburned on you. Tan lines tangled up into every wave, every wake, every shade of your blue. Laugh lines lined in my brew.